Welcome back, everybody. Eric here with Guitarsenal. All right, we're talking about reverb today, and this one's from MXR, their MXR Reverb pedal. Very, very simple pedal with a really great enclosure, easy to use, lots of features packed into a very compact unit. I'm going to go over some of the features, and we'll chase some sounds here today. There in the intro, you heard the room setting with a pretty high mix, about a 60-40 mix. Pretty high on the decay, and we got our tone up to get a really glassy sound there in the intro. Sort of vamping on my inner Hendrix maybe a little bit there. All right, hopefully he's in there, boys and girls. I can only hope. All right, so anyway, we're going to go over some of the sounds. I'll disengage the pedal. We're going to listen to the dry signal. We're playing through a 1966 Fender Bandmaster head on 6. It's jumped. It's pretty dime, so we're getting pretty glassy and a cranked on the verge sound out of our Fender amplifier. We're running into a Mesa Boogie Lone Star 410 extension cabinet loaded with Celestion Vintage 30s. It's an open back pine cabinet. This is a Fender standard American Stratocaster with a factory rosewood neck. These are Fender Fat 50s custom shop pickups. They're hand wound, and here we are. All right, let's give the Bandmaster a listen. All right, boys and girls. All right. A clean amp from Fender there, really beautiful sounding amplifier. Let's start down on the plate setting, and we'll start kind of low on the tone end, get our mix kind of low, and we'll play around with the decay. So you got decay, mix, and tone, and those apply to all 6 settings, okay? And it's really simple. You notice when I pushed the tone button, the light would turn green or red. If you look here, it says tone, push to cycle. Green is the left side. You can see here the green button on the left and the red is on the right, and that applies to each setting. So there's 6 different reverb characteristics. We'll go ahead and start with plate, and what I'll do, just for the sake of saving time and to make life easier on everybody, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave the decay and mix about 50-50, and we'll leave that tone just shy of noon, and I'm going to go ahead and just cycle through all 6 so we can hear the characteristic of each one before we try chasing anything more extraneous than what's here. And that'll give those tuning in just a little bit of an idea of what this thing can do. All right, let's go ahead and begin with the plate sound. This is supposed to replicate a studio plate reverb. Let's give it a listen. I love reverb. I am in my element. Reverb and me get along quite well. All right, let's give it a listen. Beautiful. Spring. This is supposed to represent like a spring reverb tank and a vintage Fender or something like that. Let's give it a listen. Lovely. Epic. All right, so this is going to get into sort of a cavernous, yes, that's a word, a cavernous sounding, crazy, as the name suggests, epic, ambient sort of sound, like playing from the bottom of a canyon is what I would imagine this would sound like. Let's give it a listen, and hopefully it's not too glassy, guys. I'm trying to control the treble of this Fender amp, but I really do want to get into some glassiness. Let's give it a listen. Oh boy, I can hear it now. How beautiful. Mod, okay. Let's give this a listen on the current settings. I don't know what this one does, to be honest with you. Let's just let our ears be the guide on this one. Okay, let's give it a listen. Sounds like it's got some modulation in there. I guess that's what the mod would stand for. All right, this is a room reverb. It's the same one we had in the intro, but I did change the knob, so let's go ahead and we'll give that a quick listen. Again, room reverb. Beautiful. All right, and last, the pad. This is supposed to get into that Michael Landau reverb sound. That's sort of a little secret. All right, I don't know if I was supposed to divulge that or not, but we are in Michael Landau territory. In case you guys don't know, a fantastic player out of California, wonderful guy, and such a fantastic musician. And this is supposed to get us into the sort of Michael Landau reverb sound, sort of a secret weapon, if you will. Let's give it a listen. And this is supposed to be, I think, sort of like a modulated reverb that is kind of like a 80s synth thing, like an underlying synth thing. Let's see if we can hear it. Okay? Very neat. Okay. We're going to play around a little bit. We'll get the mix a little lower and chase a spring reverb sound. I imagine a lot of people will probably get this as a spring reverb pedal. This should get kind of washy with a nice kind of high-end sort of kick to it here. Let's give it a listen. Spring, oh, yeah, I was on spring reverb. All right, spring reverb. Very classic. Okay, let's try that room again. We'll get a little lower on the mix, get real glassy, and turn the decay down a little bit. See if we can just replicate your average room if you just want to bring that into a mix. Let's say you're playing a gig and the room just needs, maybe it's a bad room that doesn't have good acoustics. Sometimes having a reverb pedal can help. But in a big cavernous room, if you're playing live, a reverb pedal can actually really harm your sound depending on how you set it up. So let's see if we can get into the subtle mode. maybe into a reverb sound that would blend well with a decent room. Let's give that a listen. Beautiful. I love it right there on the room setting. Let's add a little bit of delay from an MXR Echoplex. We're getting to this pedal in the next video actually, but I want to hear it with a little bit of slapback on top of that somewhat dry reverb. I think this would be a great room sound for a lively room, just to add a little bit under your fingers immediately before you hear it coming back in the room. Let's give that a listen. And sorry for the flubs, guys. I'm kind of getting warmed up. I haven't been playing much. Hopefully we're making some decent sounds for you here. All right, let's have some fun here. Oh, man, what a great reverb sound. All right, we can chase sounds on this thing all day. I'm gonna dial in a couple of more sounds. We're gonna get into the mod sound. I get the mix a little bit lower, get that decay up. I wanna chase a few more things on the mod sound. All right, and actually, the mod sound might be the Michael Landau sound. I have to go back and look at that. But man, what a fantastic pedal. I really, really love this thing. It's a great reverb pedal. It sounds wonderful. Man, and one more thing I want to mention before we let you guys go. I mean, we tried to chase a few sounds for you. You do have an expression pedal input on this as well, so you can control various aspects with an expression pedal as well, which is really convenient. This particular enclosure is the same exact enclosure they use in the Echoplex, which has a tap tempo pedal. We'll get on that one in a future video. But guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll make a little bit more racket, let you guys get back to your day. Tune in every Friday here on Guitarsenal for more videos. We hope that you will enjoy them, share them with your buddies, and hopefully I try my best to give you an idea of what this pedal can do. These things are priced very fairly. They are obtainable for working musicians, which is awesome. Very low footprint on the pedal board. Easy addition to a busy rig. Have a great day, guys. I'll make a little bit more noise, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Reverb City, baby. I'm all about some reverb. Love it. Love it very much. Yes, I do.